Microsoft recently announced the availability of the Windows Azure platform in the Philippines. The platform includes a cloud services operating system, a web-based relational database in Microsoft SQL Azure, and connectivity and interoperability with .NET services.
So today we're launching Windows Azure and Windows Visual Studio 2010. Visual Studio is a developer toolset which helps people develop applications both for the cloud and for on-premise. So Windows Azure is the release of kind of Windows Server in the cloud. It's our platform as a service, which gives ISVs and companies that develop applications a cloud offering to put those applications in and run.
The Windows Azure platform delivers a rich development experience, automated service management, and pay-as-you-go pricing backed by service-level agreements and support.
If you're a software developer, if you're building software, Azure is potentially for you. It's a platform, so it's not for end users. But for developers, I think there's a whole range of things. If you want to build an application, get it running right now without waiting for a server to be deployed, that's a good Azure scenario. If you're going to build an application that's going to have an unknown lifetime, you want to commit to a new machine for the app, it's a good Azure scenario. If you're going to build an application that has very wide variations in load, sometimes lots of users, sometimes very few, that's a good Azure scenario. How affordable is Windows Azure? The answer is it depends. If you want to just put up a simple website, Azure's not for you. There are cheaper ways to do it. If you want to build an application, however, especially an app that has a good number of users, then it's very likely that if your app has, for example, spikes in usage and then slow times, that Windows Azure will save you money.
The Microsoft platform around the development tools, Visual Studio, that's something they can use today. Visual Studio 2010 supports development on Azure, right? So in terms of development experience, nothing changes, right? There's an Azure development kit within Visual Studio, they use that, right? In terms of accessing cloud resources, it's very simple, right? You take your application that you develop in Visual Studio for Azure, right? And then you swipe a credit card, you get onto the Azure platform and you're using it. Right? The Azure platform has different staging environments, and you move your application through those staging environments and into your Azure production environment. Some things don't change. Your development language doesn't change. Right? So that's one of the major benefits of Windows Azure, that the learning curve from a developer perspective is very low. Right? What changes and what you need to learn is really about cloud architectures.
So traditionally, if you're, let's say, one of the barriers to innovation is, let's say, upfront costs of hardware. So you need not worry about justification. So upfront, you can just subscribe to Azure, few compute hours, and then build your application. So basically unleashing your creativity.
Microsoft partners will also benefit from special promotional offers and discounts that will help enable partners to bring solutions to market faster, reduce IT complexity, and increase revenue opportunities.
Microsoft's been involved in cloud services for over 10 years. Whether it's Hotmail or whether it's Bing, we have an amazing capability to deliver out of our data centers significant 5 nines uptime. So on that track record, we think customers, partners should work with the solution and build that trust as we go forward.